Russia open to any Ukraine peace talks if Trump starts them.
Vietnam president receives leaders of major Peruvian businesses.
Bringing joy to dialysis patients.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I am Hoàng Yên, and here we go, the first headline of the show. Russia's ambassador to the United Nations in Geneva told that Moscow is open to negotiations on an end to Ukraine war if initiated by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump.
Russia's permanent representative to the United Nations further stressed that any talks need to be based on the realities of Russian advances, describing Ukraine as being in a weak position in the conflict that has lasted for more than 2 years. Accordingly, Russian forces are advancing at the fastest pace in at least a year in Ukraine and currently control about a fifth of the country's territory. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has repeatedly stated that peace can only be achieved when all Russian forces are withdrawn and all Russian-controlled territory is returned to Ukraine. Meanwhile, Trump has repeatedly criticized the scale of Western aid to Kyiv and has promised to end the conflict swiftly, without explaining how to do.
Israel continues to strike the Lebanese capital Beirut amid ongoing ceasefire negotiations with Hezbollah, opening up hope for a new peace deal.
Israel has carried out consecutive airstrikes on the southern suburbs of Beirut, an area controlled by Hezbollah, to push back the group's forces. This is the third consecutive day of Israeli airstrikes on the Lebanese capital, causing major damage to buildings and residential areas. A senior Lebanese official said Hezbollah is ready to withdraw its troops from the Lebanon-Israel border area if the ceasefire agreement is implemented. However, Lebanon has rejected Israel's request for freedom of future military action against the group.
Within the framework of his official visit to Latin American country and his attendance at the APEC Economic Leaders Week, received leaders of several outstanding businesses of Peru in Lima at noon, November 14 local time.
Based on the comments of representatives of typical Peruvian enterprise leaders, President Luong Quang shared some ideas for future cooperation between businesses of both sides. He urged Peru to support and facilitate Vietnam's projects, particularly in areas such as digital transformation, digital infrastructure, smart cities, cybersecurity, digital health, and digital education, and to create favorable conditions in the process of finalizing the transfer of Vietnam's oil and gas projects to Peru. The state leader also suggested Peruvian enterprises explore the possibility of collaborating in sectors where Peru has particular strengths, and Vietnam also has significant potential, such as mining, organic agriculture, food processing, and tourism.
Upcoming are some updated news.
The Standing Committee of Ingay and Provincial Youth Union held a ceremony on November 15 to commend Outstanding Young Teacher, 3 Good Student title and 3 Trained Student title at the provincial level for the 2023-2024 school year. The title of Outstanding Young Teacher aims to honor outstanding young teachers in teaching and research. At the ceremony, the Standing Committee of Ingay and Provincial Youth Union awarded certificates of merit to 36 individuals with the title of Outstanding Young Teacher in Ingay and Province in 2024. 241 individuals received certificates of merit for the title of 3 Good Students, and 2 individuals received certificates of merit for 3 Training Students at the provincial level for the 2023-2024 school year.
By the end of October, Vietnam businesses had spent nearly $1.38 billion United States dollars to import meat and livestock byproducts, including many cheap meat products. Compared to the same period last year, the import turnover of this group of products increased by 14.2%. The main imported products are meat and edible byproducts of poultry, fresh frozen buffalo meat, edible byproducts of live pigs, buffaloes, and cows, fresh chilled or frozen pork and beef. Notably, in the third quarter, the import volume of fresh chilled or frozen beef, meat, and edible byproducts of poultry increased compared to the same period last year. These products are imported mostly from India, the US, Russia, Poland, Australia, South Korea, and Brazil.
The Southeast Asian, Japanese youth ship docked at Tan Cang Hiep Phuc Port, Ho Chi Minh City on November 14, starting a visit and exchange with Vietnamese youth. The Nippon Maru ship brought 168 delegates from 9 ASEAN countries, Timor-Leste, and Japan, including 15 delegates from Vietnam. From November 14 to 17, the delegates will participate in a series of activities such as meeting with city leaders, exchanging with youth, connecting with host families, etc. The program, initiated in 1974, has seen Vietnam's participation since 1995. Its primary objective is to strengthen mutual understanding and friendship among young people from Japan and ASEAN countries.
Now let's move to today's story. With an aim to accompany dialysis patients in the process of fighting the disease, Vinh General Hospital just organized one program named Accompanying Dialysis Patients, attracting the participation of many patients, their families, and medical staffs. With many practical and interesting activities, the program brought a joyful, warm atmosphere, encouraging and sharing with patients to overcome the pain of illness.
On Saturday mornings every 2 months, a small corner in the campus of Vinh General Hospital Branch 2 is always bustling. The program Accompanying Dialysis Patients has received much attention from patients, their families, and medical staff.
When we are on dialysis, our health was very weak, and our fighting spirit against the disease also decreased. However, thanks to the program, we felt happier and our fighting spirit is also enhanced.
Reading books and practicing yoga, I am very happy and felt comfortable. I want the program to continue accompanying patients for a longer time.
The program, with a variety of activities accompanying patients such as singing for patients, yoga therapy, reading books, and doctor's consultation, brings a space for patients to relax and feel comfortable.
Currently, 218 patients are being treated in the department. Through health education sessions, patients feel more optimistic, have more resistance to disease, and overcome difficulties.
In addition to the program Accompanying Dialysis Patients, on this occasion, the hospital also organizes the program Smile Yoga, Happy Smile, every Thursday afternoon in the departments with the desire to improve the physical and mental health of patients.
Dialysis patients are always of interest to society, so the hospital leaders as well as the staff always give the most special attention to them. The program not only provides material support but also brings the best spirit to the patients.
Many practical gifts were also given to patients. The spiritual gifts not only brings joy and smiles to patients, but also spreads good things to the community.
The last story just ended our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.